Hi, this is Peggy van de Plage from World Growth, and today I have a great friend and a wonderful entrepreneur with us, Lisa Melchior. Thank you so much, Lisa, for being here. So Lisa started a very, very interesting fund, Vertu Capital. She's the founder and managing partner. Vertu is a tech PE firm, and she's going to tell us more about what she's doing, what she's learned along the way, and anything she's comfortable sharing with us. So thank you so much, Lisa, for being here. How are you?
Fine, thank you, Peggy. It's nice to be here too.
Yeah, that's great to have you. I think a great way to start is maybe to tell us a bit more about, you know, your last adventure or venture. Explain us a bit about the fund and, you know, how you came to start it and what you learned along the way. I think that's going to be very interesting for our viewers.
Wonderful. All right. Well, I'm happy to kick it off, and thanks for your interest in Vertu. It's been really an exciting journey, and I'm really thrilled to be telling you about it today. So Vertu is Canada's growth and lower mid-market tech private equity firm. We focus on companies that are in the B2B, so business-to-business tech, software and software-enabled business models. And this is an industry that I've invested in for over 25 years. So I've been a tech private equity investor for 25 years. And in that, most of that time at two of Canada's largest institutions, CIBC and OMERS, and invested $1 billion for them and successfully for them in that sector. And I wanted to take all of that experience and build a firm that targets a really exciting but underserved market opportunity here in Canada. Mm-hmm. And so it's just, you know, described as the growth to lower mid-market companies, typically that are running around 20 million of revenue and who are looking for last rounds of growth capital and or recapping their businesses with a private equity investor.
And I mean, in Canada, that's an interesting spot. You know, it's really a sweet spot. So I didn't realize you worked at CIBC. I always joke that we all at some point work at CIBC. So I can see that my theory has been confirmed once more. So what I think would be super interesting is why, after being so successful in large organization, and I mean, OMERS is a great place to be, did you decide to actually go on your own, and the learnings that I'm sure the lessons that sometimes can be difficult as well, that you learn along the way?
Yes, well, there's no more fun than being an entrepreneur, as I'm sure you know. And I tell people, having a fresh sheet of paper to build a business is a very unique and wonderful thing to have. And, you know, having the 20 years of experience at large institutions where I collected a lot of wisdom along the way really informed the kind of firm that I wanted to build. And that was, you know, kind of paramount to the thesis around Vertu, which is, you know, where in the market is there an opportunity for a new business to build another franchise? So most people don't realize I was employee number 5 at OMERS Private Equity. And many of your viewers will know that OMERS Private Equity is a very large global private equity firm. I was there from the very, very beginnings when we were looking to build an in-house GP for a captive LP at OMERS, which was a very unique and bold strategy at the time. And I was part of the management team that built that business from, you know, $1.5 billion in AUM when I joined to over 10 when I left, 10 billion of AUM when I left. And the journey of building that private equity business was one that was extremely rewarding. It was 17 years that I was there that we built that business up, and it continues to grow and thrive. But you know, having the opportunity to build another franchise business in a market opportunity that I saw was exceptionally underserved was an opportunity that was very exciting to me. And you know, what I was seeing around the mid 2010, so 2015, 16, I was seeing the Canadian venture community grow and thrive, and you know, generate a lot of really interesting scaling tech companies. And at the same time, there was no local growth to lower mid-market firm that served them. And I thought that was a really interesting opportunity, and one where a new firm and a local firm could have an advantage.
Yeah, well, and especially coming from a large pension fund, the checks that are written don't make sense when they're going, at a certain level. So I think that's a sweet spot, that you have a supply, you have a demand. Now you're here to really provide the capital for them to grow. It's interesting to see that actually when you are at OMERS, you also build the franchise. So I'm sure you had some things you've seen before, even if it's a different environment, even if it was 17 years ago, that maybe you can reuse in your own firm as a playbook. So what was a bit the guidelines that you thought were important for you to put in place to be successful?
Yeah, so absolutely. There's a lot of learnings in building the business. So one universal is having a very focused strategy. And so when we built the OMERS private equity mid-market business, it was clear that we needed to have a very clear investment strategy. What sorts of deals were deals that were appropriate for the firm at the time. And the same is carrying over here in Vertu. We have a very focused strategy and screen around what is a Vertu deal. We have actually a 19-point screen that every deal gets screened through. And so having a clear framework and a clear investment strategy is one. In our case, it's B2B tech, software and software-enabled business models. Two, having, making sure you have amazing talent and, experienced amazing talent. In the case, in the case of Vertu, the additional, dynamic around talent that's important to us is diversity. So, we are very deliberately building the firm with a lens around diversity, and it's, diversity around multiple dimensions. And I truly believe that leads to better decision making.
Yeah, definitely.
And then lastly is culture. So, creating a culture that is one that, is a firm that I'd like to say it's the firm that I would like to work for.
Yeah.
And one that's been successful for me throughout my career, which is this really unique combination of IQ, high integrity, and EQ. Mm-hmm. And I do believe, I screen all the folks on the team for those dimensions, and our culture is very strong, and I think that's a source of competitive advantage for us.
Well, and when you came up with Vertu as a name, I was like, oh, that's so Lisa, and that's you're referring to integrity. I think anyone who knows you for half a minute know that it's really something that you live and you ooze. I like that you mentioned integrity, and I think it's also a good link to the focus strategy. I managed a family office a few years back, and it was interesting. It was impossible to get any type of investment strategy because people are so, and maybe it comes from a good place, so excited about opportunities that, oh, that shiny object, but it's not, oh, you bring returns. And I can see you being perfect at having this, again, integrity also in the way you look at your investment strategy, which is a massive differentiator in the space.
Yeah, 25 years of experience counts for something. And I have definitely observed that a focus strategy is one that not only is successful, but endures. So it also is a way to make sure your entire firm is coordinated and all of the energies are focused in the right place.
If you have an advice that you want to share with our viewers, maybe, like this best advice I've ever learned, and again, going from being an employee to an entrepreneur, you have so many learnings. You don't really realize how much you learn, but every day there is this, what is the biggest thing that you'd like to leave the viewers with as they might try to transition in the same type of entrepreneurial adventure?
Just step out of your comfort zone, take a risk, trust yourself. You know, these are, as you said, most people don't realize all the, experience and knowledge that they have and have collected along the way. And, if you have any question about, yourself, just go for it. Take a risk and don't be afraid to fall down and pick yourself up.
Yeah.
They say in California, Silicon Valley, they celebrate people who have tried and failed, because that means that they're risk takers. So, don't be afraid to be a risk taker and enjoy the journey.
I like that. It reminds me of my ski instructor who kept telling me, if you're not falling, you're not trying hard enough,
Right.
And that's quite similar. Well, Lisa, thank you so much for taking the time to chat with us, tell us more about Vertu, what you've learned, and any last words you want to share, or you think we covered what you wanted to convey today?
No, thank you, Peggy. It's always lovely speaking with you, and thank you for taking the time.
No, thank you so much. Talk to you very soon. Thank you so much, Lisa. Bye.
Bye.